Next, I'm just gonna combine these two into one because they pretty much go hand in hand, and I think it's easier. I don't want this shit to go on forever because I know niggas don't have the long enough attention span for it. But next thing is always remain calm / do not play her fucking games. Excuse me. Let me say that again. Always remain calm and do not play her fucking games. Got it? This is the part where all of us fall short. Me included. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is the part where all of us fall short. You know why? Because respect, pride, and ego always are gonna be a part of us. Right? They're always gonna be a part of us. So, around this time of it's already bad. So, you know what I'm saying? So, about this time of the relationship, it's already bad. So, she's going to be doing everything in her power to trigger you. She's going to be saying all types of shit. She's going to be telling outright lies. She's going to be pushing buttons. At this point, it's like when the ship at this point it's like when you first starting to play fucking Street Fighter at the arcade. You just pushing buttons, hoping something happens. You pushing buttons, just trying to get the knockout. You pushing buttons until that motherfucker, that shit start blinking and you knock that motherfucker out. That's what's going on right now. She's pushing buttons. You know why? Because she wants the reaction out of you. That's how she gets the control back. She wants you out of your character. You know why? Because it's fun to them. That shit is fun to them. They get a rush out of that. That's misplaced passion. That's what that is. All of that she's doing, you have to not give a fuck about it. This is the part where I'm going to tell y'all have to be ice cold. Like, you really just have to be detached from. It's gonna sound fucked up in the grand scheme. It's gonna sound fucked up in the grand scheme of it because, you know, this is all about trying to, you know, do right by your kids. But at this point of the dynamic between you and her, you have to be ice cold. I'm talking about like deafening. You have to not give a fuck about nothing she says. You have to not give a fuck about nothing she says, nothing she does. Because why? She's trying to push buttons. And she pushes this button. If she knows this button right here is what used to trigger you, and she pushes it and it triggers you still, she got you. Still control you. But if she pushes this button here and it does nothing, she can't get that reaction out of you. She looks stupid. So what's she gonna do? She's going on to the next button. She's going to keep pushing around until she finds a button that works. And then once she finds the button that works, she's going to keep tapping that. And as she taps that one and it works, she's going to start backtracking through the buttons to see if they can start activating again. You see what I'm saying? So you really have to not give a fuck. You have to be detached from your ego. You got to be detached from your pride and detached from your respect. Because she don't respect you at this point. So you have to not care. She's going to say all kinds of shit. Your kids don't love you. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to see you. Your dick little. We should have never fucked with you. Should have fucked with the other nigga. Blah, 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 blah. She's going to tell this stuff to her friends, to your family. She might even tell it to your friends. And your friends, people might start believing it. But you know what? If you did what I said in the first place, the step one, if you have the paper trail and the proof, that type of shit doesn't even matter. It rolls off of you. You know why? Okay, yeah. My bad, y'all. At work. I'm still at work, so I was checking work messages. But yeah, but if you did what I told you to do in the first step, keep a paper trail and keep receipts and all of that, it's gonna roll off. You know why? Because you have the proof. You have the proof that you're not a deadbeat. You have a proof that you're providing for your kids. You have a proof that you're sending her money. You have proof that you're trying, right? So I'm telling you, that point you really have to be ice cold. And I told you, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like I had this this type of composure and shit like that, and I don't. I'm really, let me tell you something about me. I'm real no nonsense. Like, the moment shit starts going left, I start getting irritated, so I might distance myself. But respect is high with me. Men to men, women to men, like, you have to, like, respect is big. I'm not gonna just outright disrespect nobody. I give my respect first. I'm not into all of that back and forth shit. But once I feel like respect has been, disrespect has been, brought to me, then we go from there. But I'm not even gonna portray like I had this type of composure and shit. No, she was saying, I've been through shit where, shit was said and I was looking crazy. Like, my character was in judgment, from people like I care about, like from family and shit, just looking at me crazy. Like even the fact that they had to ask me is what fucked me up. Like y'all know me. Like, that's y'all, this my family. Y'all know me. Like, you had to ask me that shit. It fucks you up. But at the same time, when you know in your spirit, and in your heart, and you have the paper, the actual physical proof that you haven't done, that you've been in right by your kid, that's the main thing, that you've done right by your kid the whole time, then nothing else matters. People are gonna believe what they want to believe, and if they do, and you're an honorable dude, you know that you take care of your kids and shit like that, then fuck them people and let them, be gone. You know what I'm saying? But that point, like I said, backtracking, but to that point, you have to be cold, my nigga. You have to be ice cold. You cannot show any emotion. At this point, y'all are enemies. I'm telling you, it sounds crazy, it sounds fucked up that you even have to view it like this, but you have to treat it like that. Just protect yourself, because she's gonna use the kids against you. I've seen it happen. They will use them kids against you. Them kids don't want to, they don't love you, they don't blah, blah, blah. They'll hold them and use, you know what I'm saying, that type of shit. Some women cold like that. I didn't go through that personally, but I've seen it firsthand from people close to me. And it's sad that, spitefulness, vindictiveness, that type of shit is real. And you know what? That's because that's the last button to push. If I can't fuck with you as a man, none of them buttons I'm pushing that relate to us, because she's gonna use shit from y'all relationship, like comparing to between you and her dynamic. When that doesn't work, I'm pushing all these buttons trying to attack your pride, your ego, masculinity, fucking all that, respect, all of that. When that don't work, kids, always gonna work. Always gonna work. You know why? Because men love their kids. And they know that. Girls, they know when a dude loves their kids and they can use that shit. They know these dudes, they know we love our kids, bro. Regardless of the providing fact, majority of niggas love their kids and will do right by their kids. Majority. So, fuck all the other shit y'all talking about. Majority men want to be in their kids' lives and want to do right by their kids. But girls know that's the last button to push. That's the last trigger you can push. And it's gonna work. And it's gonna work. That's why I'm saying right now you have to be cold. When she does that shit, you really gotta be in your head like, yo, fuck them kids. Fuck it. Fuck her, fuck them kids. At this point. And I'm telling you, it sounds crazy, but you gotta listen to me. You gotta rock with me for a second. You're gonna have to be like this for a little bit. You know why? because she's not letting you talk to him anyway. She's not letting you see them anyway. Right? She's not letting you see him. She's not letting you talk to him. She's not letting you be a part of it. And if y'all even in the same state, you know, some people just not even in the same state, so you can't even go visit them. Right? So you got to be cold at this point. You really just got to be ice cold and just not let it affect you. Now, I'm going to bundle this all together because I know it sounds crazy right now, but it's going to tie into the next part of this video. All right? So just stay tuned and just really I'm telling you, you got to be cold. You got to stay calm. You got to be stoic. And you got to, you know, you got to understand that you're under attack right now. You're under siege, you're under attack. And at this point, anything goes, especially on her side. But you can't be moving emotional like that. You gotta be moving logical, planning out your steps, keeping paper trails and receipts, and having everything that you're gonna need to defend yourself in court or whatever, right? Wherever that shit's gonna turn. Because it's gonna turn, it's gonna be bad, it's gonna get bad, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Promise you. So this rock with me, and I promise you it's gonna make sense. But at this point, you really just gotta be cold. Like, fuck her and fuck them kids right now. All right. So I'm gonna tie it all together, and it's gonna make sense. All right.